reporting for Katie Chats here at RAINDANCE Toronto with producer and theater director Lee Samuel Wilson of Wilson Entertainment. What inspired you to start Wilson Entertainment?
It was kind of one of those things. I've kind of always done my own thing, been a bit of a go-getter that way. So I just decided it was finally time. I'd worked for quite a few other companies, smaller companies, and I started venturing into the film aspect after I had purchased a property. So I just thought, you know, I better set myself up legally and correctly. So I decided to go with Wilson Entertainment, hence the last name. Yeah.
And currently you're developing Lion of Ireland, which is based on a New York Times best-selling novel. How did you get the rights to that project?
Well, you know, it was actually a novel that my grandfather gave me when I was young, before he died. He was a huge fan of the epic films, like the old epic films, right? Like Gone with the Wind and Ben-Hur and Spartacus and El Cid, the Vikings. And he gave me this book, and my background is Irish, so and back then I was an actor, so I really wanted to do this project. I just fell in love with this book and the story. It's an incredible story about Brian Boru, who was the first High King of Ireland. He was killed in the Battle of Clontarf, and he's kind of a mythical figure in Ireland, and I was shocked that this story had never been done. So I got in contact with Morgan Llewellyn, the writer, at the time when I was around 23, and Warner Brothers owned the rights, and Kevin Costner's company was going to do something with it. Well, of course, as we all know in the film business, sometimes projects don't happen. So, and then, of course, Braveheart came out, which is kind of similar in scale. Rumors have it Mel Gibson actually used Lion of Ireland as a template for his novel. I'm not sure, but that's what I keep hearing. But I just kept in contact with Morgan, just thinking, you know, well, if nothing ever happens, and I kept my eyes and ears open to see if any project was released, and nothing ever happened. So I got in contact with her about 2 years ago, and she said, you know, the rights are back in my hands, and are you interested in talking? So I flew over to Ireland, and I spent the day with her and kind of told her about my idea and how I wanted to portray her novel, and she really loved my ideas. Next thing I knew, I was walking away with the rights to the novel. Yeah.
Are you very excited about it?
I am. Yeah, I am. Like, you know, I guess coming from the theater, it's usually, I've always worked on projects that I'm passionate about. I've been lucky in my career as a theater director that I've been offered a lot of plays and been able to pursue those projects that I really love. So to me, it makes a huge difference. If, you know, as opposed to someone offering you to direct something or a part, if it's your baby and you're really passionate about a story and you think this story needs to be told. So I'm very excited about that, because I think it's a story that anyone who's Irish knows Brian Boru, and I think it's an incredible story, and I think it needs to be told. So yeah.
And you've been a guest professor at the University of Waterloo and at George Brown, at Windsor. What's your favorite part about teaching?
Well, I find, you know, teaching to me is an extension of what I do as a director. In the rehearsal hall, it's with actors. They have to rely on you to be the eyes and ears. They have to trust that you have your finger on the pulse of the story and the truth and the honesty of the storytelling. And you know, I love working with university, college-age students, because they're so keen, they're so passionate, they really want to do it. And as we all know, it can be a difficult career, you know, becoming an actor. So I think for me, coming in as a professional, being able to bridge the gap for them, kind of give them a taste what it's like in the professional rehearsal hall. And to encourage them that, you know, you can do it. Anyone can do it. And so I think that's why I love it so much, because it's an extension of directing what I do, but this added passion and keenness for learning and for the craft, you know. And these days, I go into a lot of theater schools, but a lot of them want to do film and TV as well. So I think that was one of the other reasons why I wanted to go into film and television, because I found that a lot of the students I was teaching, I couldn't offer them as a theater director. I could offer them the tools of acting, how to act on stage, but film and TV was a different world to me. So now I'm hoping I'm able to offer them a little bit of both, you know. So I think for myself, being a better teacher all around, because the business has changed, especially in Canada, past 20 years. Since I graduated from school, film and TV was something that you know, you could do, but it was really, you had to you go to the theater to make a living as an actor. Well, now I have friends who are making a living in film and television, you know, with the expansion of TIFF and all the film festivals, and you know, things like RAINDANCE weren't around when I was around. So it's I think a very exciting time for Canadian film and television, you know. So,
what advice would you give to an aspiring actor?
Meet as many people as possible. Continue working on your craft. Volunteer. You would be shocked and surprised how many very successful actors, directors, producers are never asked about what they do. And if you say to them, you know, I would just love to be in the rehearsal hall for a couple of days, I would just love to talk to you, I think a lot of people are intimidated by that. And you'll be surprised how many people are happy to talk about what they do, because I think we all deep down love what we do and feel lucky about what we do. And we know the trials and tribulations when you're starting out. So, you know, volunteer. Write the person you admire, their work. Try and get a dialogue going. Try and meet them, even if it's for coffee, and talk about the work and what made them successful, you know? Yeah.
And where's the best place to find out more information on you and on Wilson Entertainment online?
Well, you could always send me an email at lee@lionofireland.com. You know, with Lion of Ireland, it's a project we're looking at the next couple of years, hopefully going to production. So once more details come about that, I'm sure we'll have a website up and people can go to the website. But for now, lee@lionofireland.com. They can email me and I can give them all the updates.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Lee, and congratulations on all of your success, and best of luck with your upcoming project.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats here at RAINDANCE Toronto.